Well, hello everyone, and thanks so much for joining me today at Juanette's Crafting Corner. These people made comments in my last video. This person was telling me that she received a wood Bible cover that was from the 1800s. I would love to see what that looks like. Lori is also making bowls. Steph says she likes my slow stitching Saturday, and I really appreciate that. I am enjoying it. And then Yvonne is also a nurse, so that's exciting. Well, you guys, it's done. It's completed. My dragon journal, and I want to do a flip through of it. So here's the completed journal. And let me back you out just a tiny bit. Oops, no, it's not. Oh, there it goes. It went out a little bit. It took a little while. But this is the journal. I do want to tell you the measurement because I think it's going to be for sale in my Etsy store. I love this cover, so I'm like, oh, do I want to sell it? But I've got so many journals I don't need anymore. So it's about 9 inches by about 6.5. And I think my spine was, about 2 inches. But here is the spine. Now remember, I did put a charm here of a dragon, but I don't like that constant dangling. So I did glue that down. I added another little piece here because I thought it needed to be evened out a little bit. This is the front, and if you recall, this is eggshells. Little German book page here, some more of the air dry clay, and then a dragon piece here. The closure is nothing more than an elastic hairband. I just love that, and a Tim Holtz post. So let's open it up and go through it so you guys can see the completed journal. So in the first page, this book belongs to, and in there I've got several things that I decided to add, just little ephemera pieces. I had made this semi-pocket kind of a thing or envelope out of some of the Italian books I got while in Italy. We have some Hebrew here and some Florentine paper down here. Let me just try to come in just a tiny bit more. Okay. And then up at the top, I added a tiny bit of lace there. There is a lot of journaling space in this journal. This is from Patty Lang over at Sacred Mementos, and a nice big journaling card there in that pocket. I added some lace onto this bag pocket, and there's a nice big journaling card in there. And then a pocket right here. And in that pocket, I added one of those quills that I had bought in Florence. On this page, I had received some of these little clips from Debbie Kipp at, I think it's called Kipp's Corner, with the K for both. And if you look real close here, there's some dragons there on that cigarette card. On some of the digitals, I did use Medieval Mirages I think it's called Castles and Monuments. And then the other digitals were the medieval myths, journal pages, and add-ons. I have a little small bit of blue lace back here. This is a German book page, and I added a flip out tag here, which you can journal on. This is some printed vellum that is from my friend Jessie over at Studio 717. And this is a kit she is working on. She was at Gail Augustinelli's retreat last summer. She has been for the several years previous, and that's how I know her. And she is a digital designer. And she gave that to me. I said, Jessie, you have got to finish that kit. I love it. Lots of journaling pages. I did add to the inside of each signature where there's string, I did add some images. And then we have a flip out here, a little Florentine paper there. This is the back side of that German book page there. And there's a small little tag here that fits in this little pocket here. This was an idea from Rachel from her Roxy's Weekly Challenge, and there's fabric here. Some journaling spots there. Beautiful dragon images. On this page, I added a dangle, which is of a kind of a medieval sword. I got these, I believe, at Michael's. And when I do put a dangle on a page, I like having it close to the page so it doesn't dangle real far off the page. And then in this pocket here, I have added a page of that Italian paper from my shop, and then a pretty good size journaling spot. And it just slides right into that pocket there. And so you'll be able to use this in a journal that you would like to maybe work on. And then we've got a large flip out here. This has some of my Italian ledger pages, and I think I've got a big journaling card in here. This is from Jaff's Medieval Mirages Feast of Florals kit. And then when you see this kind of stuff, this is some fuzzy cotton tape that I like to put on edges of pages and stuff. I think that really it's dyed and it's variegated, so it gives you a lot of different colors. Here I have some fabric that is dragon printed and like a king there, and then it is a flip up in which you could lay it on its side like this and journal here. And then it kind of has a pocket underneath it with two things, a dragon journaling card, and that is, I think it's French. It's a French book page. And then you have the other side of that pocket bag, and there is a large journaling card here. I used a stencil to coffee dye this page, and so you can journal there. and then another journaling spot. And this is some of my Italian ledger pages. I love those ledger pages because they give you so much room, and then you can just cut them down to size. And then I added just a tiny little bit of lace onto that bag. You have a pocket here, a little side tuck pocket, and there has a castle there, and another piece of authentic or original, where it's, I think it's written script. I don't have a date on it, but that was from those Italian folios. I added a little bit of lace trim down here and a picture of a dragon. A little bit of gold trim up here on this page. I try to make sure that whenever I'm adding trim or lace, it's lightweight. I have a corner tuck here with some velvet ribbon along the side and some of the Florentine note cards that are in my shop, and a nice big journaling tag here. And then as you flip it over, another nice corner tuck with a journaling card that you can journal there. It has a big pocket with a journaling card here. What I like to do sometimes is take either lace, this is an old hanky, and put it in between the image and then the thin lace, or the, like I said, the handkerchief here, and then back it with a piece of paper. So you can still write on there, but then it gives you a small little trim there. And then it just slides into that pocket. This is Italian book page, and I did a little bit of texture paste here. This is one of Lorna Taylor's stencils. A small little bit of lace on the corner of, on the edge of this page here. Couple of dangles, just paper dangles so that they lay flat. And then on this page is this charm, and it almost looks like the letter C. I'm going to try to bring that up so you guys can see it. And then Italian book page here. I did add a little bit extra paper here to strengthen the book page, and then stamped over the top of it. And then on this side, I added some lace. In this pocket here is an image from the kit. This has some German book page over the top, and I added this tag. I sewed around the edge, a little bit of music paper there, and some antique lace here, and you're able to journal on the back of that tag. And again, like I said, some velvet along the edge there. This envelope here has some of my hemp thread, and I just tied it around this envelope. It's got a nice little journaling card in there. And then all you have to do is wrap it around a couple of times. I do love this stuff because it's nice and thin, but it's not like our twine that we have. It's of different, it's got thick areas and thin areas. And then just a nice little pocket there. On this page, there's a journaling card that flips out here. And I attached it with washi tape. This journal has 5 signatures in it. I added a little bit of blue ribbon up to the top here. And then on the back, to hide the staple, I just added a little piece of the kit there. I love that page. Wouldn't that be beautiful with beautiful script handwriting on there? On this page, I decorated it with this fussy cut of this dragon and this woman that is in the kit, and then that's some of the Hebrew book page. I've got a coin, I think they're called coin envelopes here, that flips out, and it just has a little tuck there, and then a journaling card there with another small pocket with a journaling card in there. On this page, that is, I'm pretty sure it's an Italian book page. I bought these paper clips in Italy, and it has one of Jaff's envelopes that are in the add-on kit. I just stitched around it, and then you're able to journal there. Because I double side printed, there was part of the print that was missing there, and all I did was take some ledger paper and glued over the top of that, and then cut around it. Let's see if I can get this back in there. There you go. And it just tucks over the side of that book page. And then you add the different paper clip. There were 2 different sizes of these paper clips. I think Vern from Triple V Vintage is going to rust some and put them in her shop. I don't like the feeling of that rust when you're sliding it on a page. It doesn't feel very good. I added a small bit of lace up here on the top of this page. It's got some tulle underneath it. And then a couple of small dangles here. A tab there. A corner pocket here with a postcard. That's a journaling card. This also is from Jesse's soon-to-be kit at Studio 717. A little bit of vellum there, and that's from Rachel's kit. I think her postage stamp kit. And then on this side, this is just a handwritten Italian note ephemera that you could journal on the back of it. And then there is a tag, a dragon tag. Well, it's all dragon. That was crazy to say that. And I've added a little bit of purple fabric up there. Yeah, the whole journal is dragon themed. And let's see, on this page is another charm, and I'm not sure what this charm is, but it does look medieval to me or dragon themed, so that's why I added that there. And up here on this top page there, I added a feather, one of my dyed feathers, and I just tucked it underneath that small piece from the kit that has some script, and then added that dragon ephemera piece right there. I love that feather sticking out there. Yes, I'm just going to have to sell this journal. I am. I've got too many journals. I've got to do it. If you want it, let me know. This is some Arabic paper. This is pet tape, what they call pet tape, and I added that to strengthen the page. It's kind of flimsy, and then I added this journaling spot here and a floral image there. We have a pocket there with this beautiful image of this woman behind it, and then on the tag here is this gentleman, and this is some French general fabric, and then a little bit of Florentine paper down there. And so when you slide it in, she disappears. This is part of some jelly printing I did. And again, it's using that stencil, a dragon stencil. And this is from a book that I got. It's called, I don't know, something about well, of course, dragons, but Dragons of the World. Has them all pictured there. I have this small tab of this trim that I bought in Italy. A couple of dangles there. I love that picture of that castle there. And then on this page, I did add a little bit of gold trim here, and only just those little edges tip out, and so you can see them on the other side there. This page here flips out, and it is from one of my Italian ledgers. And I just added this piece here. This is from one of Jaff's kits, and it's just different spines, but I thought it also works well for just putting over a page. This is written in Italian. I did do some border punching here, but I did add a tab so that when you go to turn the page, you've got something a little bit more substantial to hang on to turn the page. So that gives you a lot of journaling spots. We've got some here. Can journal there. This is more that Arabic book. And then I have a charm here. It's of a key. There are 5 different charms, one on each signature. A little bit more of that fuzzy cotton tape up at the top here. This has a tab there. We have a pocket here. And this is some playing cards that I bought in Italy. And then this I kept like this without gluing it down, because I thought I love the way this is so plain that you're actually able to journal on that. So I did not glue that down, just so you can journal on it. And then some more of that Hebrew book page. It's from the 1800s. This is from a different kit. I just kept pulling all kinds of things from Jaff's kits. They go so well together. This looks like Italian book page. And then we have a nice journaling card here with a dragon there, some stitching around it. 2 different kinds of paper here. And it just slides right into that pocket there. This is some Florentine paper that I've had for a long time. I'm not quite sure where I picked it up, but I put a letter D here on the tab, and then there is a small dragon charm here. And this paper was eco-dyed. So I just pulled a scrap of that, and so you've got a little bit of the eco-dyed on the top there. This is some more of the trim that I picked up in Italy. Makes for a nice strong tab. A couple of dangles there. Nice journaling spot. This has a pretty good size flip out where it flips all the way out. You're able to journal here, and then inside here is another journaling card with some of that fuzzy cotton tape. And this is from my German ledger. Not German, Italian ledger. And then it's adhered with some washi tape. We've got a corner tuck here on this last piece of Hebrew book page. I did add this paper here. It is Florentine paper, and there are 2 journaling pages here. And I like how when you slide this in, that dragon just peeks out there. I'm going to pull that up toward the top and have that toward the bottom. And then we have a corner tuck here. I believe Rachel had done a weekly challenge with these cards, and so I made a bunch of them. You've got a small little pocket here. That's with Italian ledger. This is from one of Jaff's kits. You can journal back there. This piece fits in this little top pocket. Get your words out there, sister. And then you flip it over and you've got a nice little journaling card. Again, this is from one of Rachel's kit. That's some Stampin' Up paper that I used a whale tail punch on. And then just some of the Italian ledger paper here. And it just slides right into that corner tuck there. And then this slides into that pocket. I added a little bit of gold trim here. And then on my last page, we do have a little corner tuck there. And in that very last tuck is my traditional letter from the journal maker. This is some parchment paper that I have copy dyed and stamped. We have a wax seal here. Again, some of my Italian hemp thread, and then my letter and my signature. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Oh, and look at there, that's a dragon fabric there. I hope you enjoyed this journal and the process of me making it. I'm telling you, this was so fun to do. But remember, it took me 2 tries to do it. So because the eye just, it came out like a alien eye, but I think the final journal came out really nice. So I'm really pleased at how this journal came out. It was on my to-do list to make a dragon journal for, I think, a couple of years, but I am going to put it in my Etsy store if you're interested in it. And so starting tomorrow morning, I'm going to pull out Christmas stuff. Yay! Let's do some December dailies and making of Christmas. So thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you for Quick Tip Thursday. Thanks and bye-bye.